well, didn't it? All the hype, all the victories, we're going to win the Euros. Now we're bottom of our group after losing to Spain. It might show, was it just a poor performance, or is it showing that Russia 2018 was a one-off?
No, I don't believe it was.
Anyway, we will be discussing England's shambolic performance against
They were not shambolic at all. Nonsense. Nonsense, complete nonsense. They were not.
Performance against Spain, and where we go from here on Tuesday. We must strike back on Tuesday, and we'll strike back now.
That is nice.
What do you think?
Just hang on a minute. That is nice. You tell them your opinion first.
I think we were shambolic in defence. We gave too many chances away.
That chocolate was nice. Anyway.
Ignore that, lad.
Well, you know, I just like to bring, you know, the atmosphere when you're doing the live broadcast that, you know, me eating chocolate, I suppose, is cozy. I suppose. Never mind. Anyway. Right. I didn't think we did. I disagree with him completely. No, we were not shambolic. I thought it was a very good performance overall. We just didn't take our chances, and Spain were obviously stronger than us.
This is where I disagree with you. We are bottom of our group.
Yes, but it's just been one game. It's been.
We get knocked out in the group stages. That means that we are not going to be.
No, well, look.
If we lose to Switzerland on Tuesday, we are in big
trouble. Yes, because that would be embarrassing losing to Switzerland. Because Spain.
And that would mean that we would probably be going out.
Well, who knows? Anyway, look. Just because we're at the bottom of our group, we're for one game. We've not played enough games in the UEFA Nations League.
People now saying that Russia is a one-off. Mainly from all those youngsters who are saying that we were going to win the World Cup.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see. But I believe if Southgate doesn't make too many changes, and of course the big talking point is Luke Shaw's injury, which is a nasty. Well, yes.
It looked terrible because it looked like he, heart massage, CPR, and gas masks. But
it was still an injury.
Yeah, but CPR.
Look, he knocked himself out.
Today, Luke Shaw says he's doing fine.
Yes, that could mean that
when he sees the images of people doing CPR and
look, but my mum was saying prior to the clash last night that Luke Shaw looked a bit in discomfort before he had the clash. So, well, we'll see. And Wales are playing Denmark tonight.
Slovakia have already lost.
Oh, who did they play? Who did they play? Oh, what? Hang on. I think I've got it. Well, anyway, guys, I suppose we should bring you the team news for Denmark v Wales. So, for Denmark, it's Kasper Schmeichel, Dalsgaard, Ben Jorgensen, Kijier, Striger Larsen, Christian Eriksen, Scanoni, he sounds like pasta, Delaney, Paulson, Brathwaite. You sound familiar.
When you say Paulson, you don't mean Christian Paulson, the Le Mans series driver.
No. Hang on. Yusuf Paulson. Brathwaite. Brathwaite. There we go. And Sisto, who is also familiar. Then on the bench is Vestergaard, Yannick Vestergaard, who Southampton signed. Christensen, Andreas Christensen from Chelsea is also on the bench. So kind of a strong bench. For Wales, it's Wayne Hennessy. Who does he play for? Crystal Palace, that's it. I just had a blank there. Then we've got Gunter, Chester, James Chester, who plays for Aston Villa. Mempam, Davis, Allen, Ethan Ampadu. He's a Chelsea kid. Tom Lawrence. Who does he play for? Derby, that's it. Aaron Ramsey from Arsenal. Connor Roberts, don't know him. And of course, Gareth Bale on the bench. Paul Dunn.
Going back to what we should be talking about.
Yes, but
What
it's.
did you say about those people who you think that it's a one-off? Russia was a one-off. Looking at last night.
Well, I don't know. Anyway, as I was saying, Ben Woodburn, Liverpool kid, is on the bench. Sorry, kid is the wrong word. Sorry, youngster. Paul Dummett from Newcastle. Sorry, my mind has gone blank a few times. King and Andy King. I didn't know he was Welsh. Oh, I didn't know Andy King was Welsh. I thought he was English. Oh, well, you learn something new every day. Right. And the Women's Super League is going on. Chelsea and Manchester City are... Oh, no, sorry, it's not going on. They're finished. Oops. Never mind.
What about what Piers Morgan was saying about England? Discuss England.
Well, what did Piers Morgan say? Because I do not watch Good Morning Britain.
Well, Joseph Russia was a fluke. We're terrible.
Oh, shut up, Piers. You can't judge after one game. Right, so, hang on. Oh, and Gareth Bale will be captain tonight against Wales because Ashley Williams is absent. And Kasper Schmeichel has actually said that Ryan Giggs is installing the DNA of what he played at Manchester United. You know, their style of football. And Slovenia, they didn't play today. Oh,
It was
Slovakia, you mean?
Slovenia do play today.
They do at 7:45 against Cyprus. And the France play the Netherlands. So it's the French against the Dutch.
And that's the one that's on Sky.
Yes.
Not on the red button.
And I can't remember who is Netherlands manager now, because
the annoying thing was that the analysis there wasn't much analysis of the England-Spain game because of Amir Khan's comeback fight. What do you make of Sky for that?
Well, I didn't see much from Sky. But also, their studio is so big, isn't it? It's enormous. Pardon?
Yeah, because Wembley have now got it in the new studio lounge.
Yeah, well, I don't just mean Wembley, because David Jones, Sky presenter, actually tweeted a picture of and said that the studio would be actually going around the grounds. So it's a mobile studio that they take with them, which obviously costs less than having to pay for a special studio provided by.
What studio do they use for the Premier League and the Championship and League Cup?
Well, I don't watch the Championship, so I would guess it was the same studio that they.
But you watch the Premier League and the League Cup and the FA Cup.
Yes. Well, I'm not sure because I've only seen the studio a few times. I'm not quite sure.
No, but basically Jermaine Defoe said that we were terrible in the first half.
No, I think they were good in the first half, and I also thought the second half. So I disagree with the Defoe. Oh, by the way, Jermaine Defoe absolutely looked comfortable at home as a pundit. I hope that when he retires from football, we see him on Sky. And Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain.
He's part of Sky's Nations League team, isn't he?
I do not know.
I think for the England home matches and away matches, yeah. Anyway, with England, the only thing that ITV are getting at the Nations League is highlights.
Lovely. ITV getting less.
Barring the World Cup and friendlies, Sky have got the qualifiers for everything now.
Now, I wonder who is presenting the highlights for ITV. It's probably going to be Jackie Oatley or Mark Pugach.
And you know what it's saying? Not Nations League, it's just saying international football. It's the Nations League is stupid, ITV.
Yes. Well, obviously, they've not been doing their homework. Yeah, I thought it was a good performance, and it was a really good game. Both teams were attacking. And yes, I'll admit that that we weren't quite at our best, but we certainly weren't terrible.
Yeah, Gary Neville got slated last night.
Did he? Oh, well.
He basically said, because he was commentating and saying, is it Busquets?
Oh, bother.
Is it Busquets?
Yeah. Can we also say that Alex Oxlade...
Yeah, but basically what Busquets is past it and...
Yeah. And also, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, he, I think, was very good as a pundit.
Yeah, but he's not in the England squad anymore.
What, Defoe or Oxlade-Chamberlain?
Defoe and Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Oxlade-Chamberlain will be in it once he's back from injury, and unfortunately, he won't probably get to play much this season because his injury will keep him out for most of it.
Well, he's definitely not in the Nations League squad.
Yeah. Someone's complaining about the commentators on Sky Sports. This is a post from Digital Spy. I just feel Sky need an overhaul on their commentators and change it around. They really do need someone like John Champion to come in and start taking over of the big games of Tyler, as he isn't getting any younger, and some of his commentaries are showing it. I don't think Rob Hawthorne will take over Tyler. He's almost...
Oh, come on. I'm reading that because I'm share screen. Obviously, you won't public. But the problem is, Sky have always, for the big games, got Martin Tyler in.
And look, what would Sky's football be without Martin Tyler saying, and it's live? You know, we all love that. And Martin Tyler and Andy Gray, that's what it used to be. Sky used to.
They were that until the newspapers decided to take it down.
Yes, and so this is what.
I still defend Andy Gray for what he did. For what he did.
Yeah.
It's basically the people behind the scenes that should have.
Yes. What wasn't it funny when I showed you them laughing over Marco Asensio's pimple injury? And
Yeah, but the problem is, Andy Gray lost his job essentially because of Rupert Murdoch.
Well.
And the Sun newspaper.
Yes.
And the News of the World.
Yes. Now, anyway,
Sorry, who is to blame for that? Is Sky to blame for that?
Well, Keys and Gray were being a bit idiotic, they were.
Yeah, but having their banter.
And,
That is usually when the microphones are turned off while the match.
yeah, and
all of a sudden, the microphones are accidentally not switched off behind the scenes, and then all of a sudden, a newspaper gets in and their careers are in this country are in
Britain. And here's what the other person has said. I don't think Rob Hawthorne will take over Tyler. He's almost like Prince Charles, waiting for the Queen to step down to become king, but just seems that they will bypass him for the next one now.
The problem is, I don't think Rob Hawthorne will take over. Tyler is almost like Prince Charles, waiting for the Queen to step down.
To become king.
The Queen's not gonna step down until
she dies. Oh, that sounded quite dark then. Oops. Never mind.
Can you slow down a bit more, Will?
Regarding nicknames on BT, their staff are the ones that are doing it. Whereas Sky, it was mainly an active footballer who was a guest. And Colin... Mark Pugac was presenting the highlights alongside Ian Wright and Lee Dixon. Oh, couldn't they have had Roy Keane with them? We all love him.
Highlights and international, which it didn't say UEFA Nations League highlights, it just said international football.
Well, whoever did the TV guide needs to do their research first. Anyway, it's a shame they didn't get Roy Keane because we all love Roy Keane's rants and moaning. We all love Roy Keane. And Clive Tilsley and Glenn Hoddle. At least Clive Tilsley is a commentator who can say his own opinions rather than his robot called Andy Townsend, who couldn't think for himself, only agreed what Clive said. For me, Clive.
So, what would you say? Basically, Sky's first home England match back.
Well, I think they should.
You've got the whole of international football and friendlies now.
Yes, because like I said, England matches have not been seen on Sky since the Keys and Graves day.
Away matches have been, but
not home games.
So, again, can we get to the broader point? Because there's supporters there thinking, oh, I'm going to watch the Nations League tonight, and then find out it's on Sky.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I can't watch England. What do you think? Do you think ITV? I mean, that's the whole of international football that they've lost to Sky.
Yes, because they can't afford it. They want to.
ITV have a lot more money than BBC.
Yes, they do. And well, at least ITV's football coverage is good because since they booted out Adrian Chiles and Andy Townsend. I mean, Adrian Chiles was biased. He talked.
So what do you think needs to happen? Do Sky need to improve?
No, I thought their coverage was pretty good. Carragher.
There were people who were saying that Martin Tyler needs to retire.
I think I think they're just sick of hearing his voice on Sky games. They want Daniel Mann or Bill Leslie to.
They're trying to bid for the FA Cup again.
Oh, are they?
And take it off the BBC and just have the FA Cup as Sky and BT.
Wow. Well, we'll see.
That would be a disaster.
Was this Charlie Sale from the Daily Mail, by the way?
Yes, it was.
Oh dear. Well, we don't trust the Daily Mail. We just certainly don't trust Charlie Sale. Well, actually, I tend to trust the Guardian more. I do, but the one not to trust at all is the Daily Star, which just prints rubbish.
No, but you've got. I don't tend to trust. There's some newspapers I don't trust, which is the Sun, the Guardian, the Express, the Metro.
Now, this.
The Metro, when it comes to soaps and dramas, thinks that characters are going to die as soon as.
Yes. Now, this is an article that was published a few days ago. Charlie Sale from the Daily Mail, and he said that Sky could be gearing up a bid to regain Champions League rights. And there are doubts whether BT will be after 2021.
I doubt that. I don't doubt. I actually doubt that. I think BT Sport will. Because apparently Sky tried to get the MotoGP off BT.
Yeah.
For 2020, and yet then BT Sport before the beginning of this season announced a new 2-year deal at the end of next season, which is basically 3 years, 4 more seasons, which is basically this season that we're currently getting towards the end of now. Next season, 2020 and 2021.
Oh, and this is lovely to read. Meanwhile, ITV Sport are desperately in need for some live football. Sky's Nations League deal, which includes the 2 England friendlies against the USA and Switzerland, means ITV has no live football until England's 2020 European Championship qualifiers start next March. So no ITV live football until 2020.
I thought the Nations League was the European qualifiers.
It appears not. Oh, that's confusing. Oh, well, I'm completely baffled there. Thank you, Charlie Sale from the Daily Mail. I first discovered Charlie.
I'm sure the qualifiers do not exist in its old form.
It's. Oh, I'm completely confused by that. It's too much.
This was the qualifying system.
Obviously not. And yep, so no football on ITV, no live until 2020.
What about cricket?
No, I'm not interested in cricket. Goodbye. Goodbye. Did you hear about this? Sorry to go on to a different subject, but tennis. Serena Williams called the umpire a thief. A thief.
It's unfortunately Andy Murray got knocked down.
Well, Andy Murray, I think, needs to retire.
Sam Taylor. Remember when Andy Murray won the US Open a year, 6 years ago? I was in Resi that night with him.
Yeah.
And he was in Resi the night that he won. He had recorded it on his skybox. And he was always like, don't tell us. And of course it was all over the news. It was all over. And it's like, oh, it's going to do that. I've got it on record. I want to watch it.
Oh, okay. Oh, bother. I don't remember that.
On that Tuesday night.
I don't think I was there, actually.
No, but on the Tuesday all day, remember, you say, don't tell me about Andy Murray.
Oh, yes. And sorry to go completely off the subject, but what did you think of Boris Johnson comments? Yes. Sorry, I know this was an England reaction, but
Suicide.
oh dear. Oh, one of the things he wrote is, "It is a humiliation."
Theresa May's committing suicide.
Dear.
No, go up a minute. I wanted to see the. Sorry, no, we're live.
Yeah.
Go down. Go down. Look, no, stop. Boris's suicide vest jibe.
Jibe. It says jibe.
Boris's suicide vest jibe at me.
Yes.
Committing suicide.
No, he doesn't mean that.
He believes that Theresa May is causing the country to commit suicide
Oh, God.
on Brexit. And hang on a minute, Will, before we go.
Oh, yep. We're here until 4:30, so we'll be here for 2 more minutes. And sorry we haven't given you much thoughts on England. And sorry we've gone completely off topic. I do apologise. Oh, I liked the BBC's coverage of the Great North Run. I watched it today.
Basically, Mo won again. Since he's retired, he's ticking off some big milestones. He finished 3rd in the London Marathon, won the Great Manchester Run, and now he's won the Great North Run. He is ticking off some
big names. And do you know this when I was watching this is a question that was in my mind. When Sue Barker eventually retires from everything at BBC Sports, who do you think the successor to Sue Barker will be? No, she's not. But when she does retire or passes away, oh God, how do I? Okay, let's say Sue Barker is retiring. Who do you think will be her successor on Question of Sport and Wimbledon? For Wimbledon, I think they'll get Claire Balding to move up to the live coverage and then push Gabby Logan to highlights. What do you think? Do you think it'll be Claire Balding for Wimbledon and Gabby Logan for Equestrian Sport? Who do you think will take over from Sue Barker?
I don't know.
Because I must point this out. When Sue Barker started, it was her on highlights and Des Lynam on live coverage of Wimbledon. And then Des left and Sue moved up to live coverage. So I'm just wondering if when Sue retires, where they'll do that with Claire. So that'll be interesting. Do you know, I had a dream that Sue Barker retired the same time as Andy Murray. Imagine that.
Finally, before we go.
Yeah.
And Fran Dovizioso won his third race of the MotoGP season by winning the San Marino Grand Prix ahead of Marc Marquez and Britain's Cal Crutchlow. That's good news for our country. Podium, not good news for us. But Marc Marquez now has a 67-point lead at the top of the MotoGP standings with 7 races to go.
Oh, by the way, if you want entertainment, if you want to have your say on any of the football matches, 606 is on from it is on 5 Live, and you'll get to hear Chris Sutton moaning for having to present with Jason Mohammed, because after all, Jason Mohammed was upset when Chris Sutton said Cardiff would go down. So if you want to hear a moaning Chris Sutton and your view on any of the football matches, 606 is on 5 Live now. It is with Jason Mohammed and Chris Sutton.
Yeah, and so what do you think is going to happen to England in the coming matches? We might as well do a preview before we go.
Yes, you're right. Well, hopefully Luke Shaw is involved. I would probably put him on the bench. Well, we'll see. They said
he's got concussion.
No. There's been no confirmation yet. You're only speculating.
They were playing at home and then playing away.
Well,
playing at the King Power.
What? Why are we playing at the King Power? It's confusing. Why? It's meant to be playing at Switzerland's ground.
The way that they've done it is they decided to play at all the clubs that have won Premier League titles.
Oh.
And of course, 2 years ago,
Leicester did win it with Claudio Ranieri.
So that's now basically a homologated stadium. Like Old Trafford is a homologated stadium, like Anfield, like
yes.
Like the Emirates.
Well, actually, Liverpool haven't won the Premier League. Liverpool haven't won the Premier League in the Premier League.
You understand why they're now going to the King Power. They can't just do it at Wembley.
Oh, okay. It's probably to make it more exciting, probably. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Me and Marcus will be back Friday.
What do you think is going to happen on Tuesday?
Are you available for Tuesday for the pre-match build-up?
No, I want to do it now.
Well, we can't actually do a pre-match build-up. This is a preview of it.
Yeah. What do you think is going to happen on Tuesday? We need a strike back, and we need to strike back now.
Yeah, I think it is going to be an England win. I think we'll just have too much.
We have to get through, and I don't want to finish second because that might mean that we might get Italy.
I think we'll have too much for Switzerland. So yeah, I'll be back on Tuesday with Ben from 6:30 with our pre-match build-up to the match, and we'll be back after the match for our post-match reaction and thoughts. Marcus and I will be back on Friday with another episode of The Debate.
The second episode of The Debate.
Yep. And anything else? No.
And then Premier League
Yes, Premier League. Yes.
next week.
And I'm going to be listening to 606 because I want to hear if Chris Sutton's going to be winding Jason Mohammed up by saying Cardiff City are going down. They're funny. Right, so
See you on Friday, Will.
yes, and say goodbye to the people watching, Marcus.
Bye.
Bye-bye.